glad you started there because I still kind of cringe every time I hear a big influencer on social media just use the word libido over and over and over. I mean, when we talk about libido, what we're really talking about is almost like an innate, internal, biological hunger, craving for sex. It's kind of like if you've ever experienced at the start of a new relationship with someone you're very attracted to, and you just want to have sex. There's no sort of thinking about it. It's very much almost a physical urge. And it's largely dopamine driven, the part of our brain that responds to novelty, and it's the reward center. And yes, it can be great and can be a common feature at the start of a new relationship. And then time happens. And what happens over time is the reward system, because we've been exposed to the same partner for a few months or a few years or a few decades, that reward center just doesn't respond anymore because things are no longer novel. And so we start to experience a different kind of sexual desire, and it's what we call responsive desire. And what responsive desire is if anyone who's logged on today has had the experience where maybe you've scheduled sex, or maybe a partner invites you to consider engaging in sex, and you're not really feeling in the mood in your body. You don't have the tingling, you don't have the butterflies in your stomach, but you think to yourself, I adore this person, I enjoy sex, it could be fun, we've set the time aside, and then you start to engage in sexual activity, and your body starts to respond with arousal, your mind starts to respond with enjoyment and satisfaction, and then lo and behold, during the encounter, you start to say, oh, now I want this, right? So it's desire that emerges in response to arousal, responsive desire. And it can be perfectly normal, totally healthy, and probably really, really common to have that kind of desire. So no desire going into an encounter, always consent, of course, but then desire emerges afterwards. So it's really important that we use these kinds of terms, because if a woman says, well, I never feel libido, therefore I'm broken, or something is really wrong with me. And really, it's there's absolutely nothing wrong with you if you never feel spontaneous desire.
You are not broken.
You're not. You, me, none of us. None of us are broken.